Hey, fellow artists. Okay, can I just give you a big tip and a helpful hint so you don't make the same mistake that I make when I use the pan watercolors? Okay, so here is Schmincke's Hortum Aquarelle. This is my first experience with these watercolors, and I heard so many wonderful things about them. I like them because they are light fast. They have a strong light fast rating. They are a strong pigment. So I couldn't wait to get my little kit. Here is the big tip that I want you to do. You have to do. It comes with a cool little swatch card. Well, now you're like, wow, this is really cool. How nice of them. Actually, it's a necessity because once you take the paper, the wrapping off of the pan, you are not going to know what color, unless you have it memorized or you've written it down somewhere else, you are not going to know what color your pan is, especially when you've got such similar looking colors like the two yellows and the two blues. And obviously you're going to know black from red and blah, blah, blah. But the actual names of the colors, if you're new to this brand, which I am, you're not going to know. Unless you can maybe go online and then you got to find it online. Anyway, learn from my mistakes. I learned the hard way. Here I am about to unwrap the pan. A little difficult to unwrap, but that's okay. Major tip, do not throw away the wrapper. That's got the name of the color on there and all the information about your pigment. The light fastness, whether it is opaque or not, that is what the stars are right there that I'm pointing at. Then how opaque it is. So whether it's transparent or whether it's opaque, meaning it's really thick. You can't really, that's more of an opaque watercolor. That's a pretty thick pigment with just a little water added. Now you can see the pigment above it. You can really see through to the paper, so that's more of a transparent pigment. Here I go doing my swatches. Now, if you'll see underneath each of the little box, I saved my little papers, my wrappers, and I put the name and the number of the color, kind of similar to, say, our colored pencils. They all have numbers on them, which is thank goodness, because when it gets down to the nib, you can't see the name. Always a good idea to know the color or put the color next to the name of your swatches. So you can see the difference right here of the two yellows. The color may look the same. You're not really going to notice the color change too much. One may have, it looks like it has a little more blue to it. Looks like it has a little more green. However, the transparency of the one on the left compared to the one on the right, I'm looking at the yellows, is huge. And that makes a big difference in your watercolor painting, in your watercolor techniques, I should say. So the red now, I've got, I should say orange, more orange. And then red, that is a cadmium red to the left, cadmium red light. Then permanent carmine, which you can see is more of a bluish red. Then the blue I'm putting down now is ultramarine. Then the blue that's going to be next to it is Prussian blue. And I have all this written down on my card. The kit that I have is 12 colors. The cool thing about this is that the kit actually holds 24. So I can now purchase pans, individual pans of colors that I want. Say I'm more into landscaping and I like a lot of greens, then I can buy 4 greens of pans. Say I'm into pet portraits and I want more earthy tones, fur colors, that sort of thing, browns and grays, then I can go for it and purchase more of those colors. You can customize your own palette with this little kit. Here's some greens, then the yellow ochre, Venetian red, sepia, which is a beautiful color, and of course black. I hope this was helpful for you, fellow artists. Please like, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and comment and let me know how it went with your Schmincke watercolors. I would love to hear it, and so would other watercolor artists. Thanks again.